Hello everyone! Welcome to DC Comics Multiverse Mayhem! It's worth noting the following project is not supported by Warner Brothers Inc. Thank you. I am Chriz, aka The Mole. I am the narrator and various voices. Joining me as usual is the leader of the bunch, James Phoenix as Batman.
I'm Batman.
There will be Marcus Shadow as Clayface. No, as Cyborg.
So wait a minute.
Scratch. I am robot, not made of clay.
Anastasia Lazerbeam as Clayface. Anastasia Raven.
I did that one time.
You did. And of course, Richter Hammer as Cyborg.
I'm all the people.
Yeah,
You
introduce
filthy
everyone.
American.
You just confused the entire audience. Nice job.
We are Legion.
That's what Rick do.
Nice.
But no.
Legion Sir Girder.
Okay then.
No.
No, that line only works if it's in the course of a Jamaican song about sorting.
But no, we shall begin. This is the episode entitled The Man of Steel. We open on a run-down hospital room. Batman lays unconscious within its bed. At the foot of the bed remains Cyborg. The scene begins.
Cyborg is sitting in the chair, holding the prototype bow that Dr. Adams created for the previous episode.
Okay, that hurt. Where am I?
Cyborg looks up from the bow as his battle mask slides back. Well, you had enough beauty sleep?
What happened?
You almost died. That's what happened.
Great.
Luckily, the others managed to find me in time, and, well, I hooked you up to all of this. And, luckily, this facility just happened to have a room like this. Surprised you don't recognize it, because we're in your neck of the woods.
We are?
Cyborg points to the wall that has a big-ass A on it.
Oh, the new base. That's good.
Yeah. You're also lucky a lot of this old machinery still worked. Had to make a few tweaks, but serviceable nonetheless.
Nicely done. Good to know we have somebody good with the tech stuff over the loss of the dock and all.
Absolutely.
So, what hit me?
I don't know, you tell me.
Well, I was hoping the others would have told you because it kind of came out of nowhere, whatever it was.
Cyborg reaches over and hits the intercom. Hey guys, he's awake. You should get in here.
Well, in the meantime, thanks for patching me up.
You're welcome. From what I can tell, whatever hit you was incredibly hot.
Yeah, that would explain the burning sensation.
Hey, that sounds like my cue to come in, but it wasn't me that hit you. Yeah, you feeling better though, Batman? You're looking a little better.
Well, better than I was when whatever burned my chest open. It's a good thing this uniform has some level of heat resistance, or that might have been a lot worse.
Cyborg reaches down and grabs Batman's arm, pulling him to a seated position as he disconnects Batman from all the electronics. Well, you're fine now. You won't be needing those.
Yeah, thanks.
He then holds his arm out to Batman as it splits apart and a small optical disc ejects from it. Here, just in case.
Just in case of what?
Just in case some dick with an EMP grenade decide to hit me again.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I figure with Dr. Adams gone, I'm going to need somebody else that I can trust, not to dick me over, to keep a hold of these schematics. Never know when they'll come in handy.
Batman takes the disc and I don't know, sticks it in a compartment on his belt, I guess. I don't know.
So good to see you guys getting along.
Yeah. I think we can put that stuff that's been happening since we got here behind us. I think this is, finding the point where we need to focus more on what's going on out there than this.
That's the spirit.
What do you say, Cyborg? Truce? Batman extends a hand.
Cyborg shakes Batman's hand. Truce. He then looks over his shoulder at Clayface. So what exactly did hit our fearless leader here? That was a pretty nasty burn mark.
Well, it was lasers from a dude's eyes. I know that sounds really weird, but I will remind you that I am a humanoid figure made out of clay, so it's probably not that weird.
I should also point out that thus far, I believe I have been mind-controlled with pollen. We fought a giant cave woman, a clown from the medieval era, and a hipster toy dude.
Cyborg pulls his hand back and cocks his head at Clayface as he smirks. Need I remind you, you're talking to a cyborg. That is definitely not weird.
I know. Can you do eye laser? Because that would be pretty cool.
No, but that might be an upgrade for the future. Lasers from the battle mask.
There were several spells with fire, but none of them coming from your eyes.
If Cyborg gets one, can I have one next?
We'll work on that later. Batman walks out to the area they use as the lounge as the others follow him. Oh, that reminds me. Before all that happened, Raven, you were telling us how you got back. How did you manage to get back here?
Okay, I'll tell you. I came through the same time as Darkseid. I saw him murder Dr. Adams. He was so crazy powerful. I landed in the Daily Planet and I met Lois Lane. She was very nice to me. She gave me a spell on how to open the Phantom Zone and stop Darkseid.
Clayface then morphs to look like a popular figure of Sherlock Holmes. By Jove, I think I've got it!
Cyborg turns and looks at him. And then he face palms.
No, see, follow him here. I don't have a little whiteboard to draw the diagrams like that cool show Cage Sheet, but other than that, anyway.
You can't turn part of your clay into a whiteboard?
No, because maybe if it hardened, but I don't have heat vision right now. I've been asking for that. I just did that. We try to keep up here, Batman. So first of all, we had to fight the giant, right? And that was that first lady, Giganta. I don't know how I remembered that she was giant when her name is Giganta, but it's okay. We're past that. Then their next was the Madness, and that had to have been that clown dude that I punched. Did you see? That was pretty cool. But then there was the Inner Demons. That was Queen Bee when she mind controlled you and you did horrible things that we retconned, so don't worry about it.
Don't remind me.
But then the beautiful mind gone to waste. It was the gorilla. It was the gorilla because he was a zombie and they always want brains and it must have gone to waste because I'm pretty sure he wasn't that dumb when he wasn't a zombie. So then the being of pure evil has to be Darkseid. Clayface does a smug grin and shakes his head.
You are as brilliant as you are with your funny voice. Very funny, also. So both very smart and funny.
See, she gets it.
Cyborg thinks for a moment, then stands up and walks over to the master computer as Clayface continues.
Let me see. So, well, if Raven, you got that spell from Lois Lane, you said?
Yes. At the Daily Planet.
So, if all this leads up to the end, then she had to have caused it, right?
She
Because
seemed really nice.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know,
think
but
she'd want to, like, hurt me or anybody else.
Because the Phantom Zone, I mean, it didn't capture Darkseid. It more just kind of swapped him with that other dude,
Yeah.
like a like foreign exchange student or something.
I don't think they have learning on the brain.
Yeah. But what else does his note say? It was something about there's a fallen hero. So it's got to be that dude that came through, right?
It certainly looked like a hero to me when he tried to burn my chest off.
Well,
That's because he has fallen.
There
you
you
know?
go. I
guess
was
it's
just gonna
very
say
flawed
he's
that
met
way,
you
that makes
before,
sense.
but yeah, that hers works better.
Yeah.
Well, if he's a hero, but he's fallen. He's lost his place.
I
Just as
understand.
our
I
just
get
as
it.
our Batman had lost his place and we found him again.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he
Jim.
really likes when you keep bringing that up.
What do you got, Cyborg?
The guy that shot you, would he look like this? Cyborg points to the screen as an article about the Metropolis Museum populates the screen, showing in full view a big statue of Superman.
Yeah, that looks kind of close to the guy caught out of the corner of my eye before I got blasted. What about you guys? You got a better look at him than I did.
It's very similar. Unless he has a brother, I would say this is our man.
Well, then I'd say our next stop should be the Metropolis Museum. Maybe we can find out some more about this guy and how to tone down that massive power he seems to be wielding.
Or at least properly aim it to the other people who would do us harm.
Yeah, that too. I mean, if he was once a hero, maybe he could be a hero again. I'm not gonna hold my breath, though. We take him down if we have to.
Cyborg
Now-
nods.
Now, we need to be careful on the way because with the speed that dude came out of nowhere and hit me with, he could show up at any time. We could be blindsided. We have to be vigilant. That's why we're going to have to go on this geared up. It's going to draw a lot of attention, but at this point, he's going to draw more. If we go in civilians, we're just going to make ourselves that much more vulnerable. It's not an option. Now, we have to remember that regardless of whatever hero he used to be, we're the heroes in this world now. We've saved it from countless threats. We could save it from him too if need be. It's our world now. And no one will threaten it as long as we stand.
Cyborg stands up from the chair. Don't forget, he was their hero. As far as they're concerned, he probably still is. If they see us against him, they may view us as the villains.
Raven slowly whispers to Clayface. His speech sounds endearing, but I don't know what a civilian is.
Like, basically, just dress how you normally do, and you'll be fine.
Sounds good.
Cyborg hands Batman the tech bow that Dr. Adams had created previously. Here, I made a few tweaks. You might need it.
Thanks. Batman takes the bow and he quips it on his back under his cape. Out of the way. Alright. Let's get moving and remember, stay vigilant.
Shotgun.
Speaking of which, what are you guys using to get around these days since, everything was trashed?
Clayface, show him the car.
All right. Well, for you, Cyborg, this is a new car, but it's really not.
Very well.
Clayface picked me up in it after the whole Queen Bee thing, and I made the decision not to question where he got it.
Yeah, it's not important. It's it's fine. The payments are made. It's free, and
It's perfectly serviceable.
that's right. That's what I was gonna put as a bumper sticker, but I couldn't find one, and we can't afford it.
Perfectly serviceable. It serves our needs. It is exactly what we need.
Let's get going then.
Road trip.
Cyborg slaps Batman on the back, right behind you.
The team get in the car.
The car starts up and begins going forward. As it goes to cross the Arkham Bridge from the asylum, it teleports. Cyborg had hooked up, with the help of Clayface, Dr. Adams' portal technology, making it easier for him to transport to Metropolis in a split second. They appear outside the museum.
The hell?
See, now we're thinking with portals.
I didn't know that's what that did. Nice.
We've
Well,
harnessed the technology of our enemies and we'll use it against them.
That's impressive. I approve.
I'm just glad it worked. The test. Never mind. It doesn't matter how the test went. It worked.
Fair enough. That's good news about modifying that portal technology. Remind me, if we survive all this, we'll celebrate that successful test with some cake later.
Ha!
Cyborg reaches
I
behind
like cake.
Batman and pulls his cowl up, covering his face. You might want that on, buddy.
Thanks.
Cyborg gets out of the car. Metropolis Museum.
Nice place. I really hope that this doesn't, turn into a fight that involves us destroying, priceless artifacts, because, wherever we go, destruction seems to follow.
Price of being a hero, I guess.
Pretty
Cyborg
much.
walks up the steps towards the entrance.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. They're already scared of us. And Batman remarks as he notices the people, sort of, staring at them and pointing and talking in hushed whispers, and some people cowering at their sight.
Screams can be heard as people leave the museum in a hurry to avoid the heroes.
For God's sake, let's just do this and get out of here.
As they enter the museum, Cyborg stops, sliding his battle mask into place. Clayface, can you do your thing and maybe try to do some damage control while I try to find out what the hell we're supposed to be looking for?
Sure, no problem. I'm sure all these people scared just love it when a giant brown oozy monster loves to try and talk to them.
Change into a human.
That was really harsh. Okay, I'll try.
His riveting personality shall wash away all their fears.
Preferably someone who can reassure them, like a police officer or something. Or a guard or something.
That's a great idea. On it,
I
Chief.
still think his riveting personality can do it.
Clayface trots off while morphing into a cop.
So, what do you got?
Whoa. That's exactly how long did that article say this museum's been up here?
I don't know, I wasn't the one that read it.
Well, this is a
Well,
fallen
you-
hero. I'm assuming he's been gone for a while.
That would make sense to me.
Yeah, I'm getting some high-level radiations readings here.
That's interesting. We should be careful. I've got some lead in the suit to protect me, and you're probably immune with the mechanics. Raven, I assume your magic protects you from assorted invisible dangers.
Yes.
We should be okay then. See if we can track down the source of that radiation. Maybe it's something we can use against him.
It's not us that I'm worried about. Cyborg trots off down the hall as his radio pops up. Hey, Clayface, we got something.
Batman follows Cyborg down the hall.
Raven also follows.
That statue looks bigger in person.
Whoa. Please tell me he's not actually that big.
No, I think that's one of those statues that represents the way people view a person, not the way the size they actually are.
A monument to his supposed greatness.
Right. They even had those back in our time. I mean, that's not new.
Cyborg walks up to the statue and notices a plaque on the front. He begins to read it. Whoa. Okay, I knew he was old, but damn.
How old is he?
Very old. He was there from early civilization. But people today believe he didn't really exist, so he must have been gone for a long time.
Well,
Go ahead.
I said that may give us an advantage in the us versus him department in terms of the people's views. If he's been gone that long, they believe him a myth. They might not believe he's actually here, and particularly if he's acting the way he is now, they might take our side since we've fought off quite a few threats already. People have seen us around.
Cyborg turns his head and looks over his shoulder. He's reached folk tale status, Bats.
Fair enough.
Clayface
Cyborg.
trots into the room. Hey, what I missed, guys? I sort of dealt with it. Everyone cleared out. Probably not my fault, but let's go. Whoa! Is that him? Did we encase him in marble and win already, and I missed everything?
It's a statue.
Oh, I knew that.
This man is old, if he even is a man. He's briefed about folk tale status now, so we have to be ever on our guard. There, that's the source of the radiation. Cyborg walks over to a small glass case with a glowing green rock.
The plaque says it fell from the sky, and they used it to defeat him, and somehow it takes away his powers.
That's oddly convenient.
What kind of weakness is that? A glowing magical rock? It's not. No, that's just silly. That's got to be part of the myth, right? Because that wouldn't make any sense.
Cyborg
does-
glanced over at the statue.
It does seem to be a radium array that my field is keeping out, which you might refer to as radiation, would otherwise be harming my body.
With a name like Superman, I'm inclined to agree, buddy. Cyborg then looks at the rock. Do the people of this world really have no way to detect that there's massive radiation coming from this thing, and they just keep it in a glass case?
Well, in all fairness, like I said, only your scanners are able to detect it, so chances are the radiation levels probably aren't that harmful to anybody except him, supposedly.
And let's be fair, it's a museum. I mean, how many people is this going to affect? Like 12?
I'd like to visit museums.
True. Well, what do you think, Batman? You think we should take this thing?
I don't know. I mean, I'm a cop. I'm kind of against theft of any property, even if it, including public property, even in extenuating circumstances such as this. But it might be necessary. You know what? Leave it here. I mean, it's a rock that would weaken the guy. The chances of that actually working are minimal, and it's not like we don't know where it is.
Fair enough.
Well, Raven mentioned Lois Lane seemed to know what was going on. Maybe we should go pay a visit to her. I mean, if she knew how to get rid of Darkseid, she might know more about this guy, too.
She was very accommodating.
Very well, but after all this is over and, we're actually the good guys in their eyes, we should probably see about removing this thing. It's been here a long time. I don't want to know what it's done to people that have been around this thing for a while, and I really don't feel comfortable leaving this around the people much longer.
Understood, but the fact of the matter is if it was doing anything that drastically dangerous like killing people, regardless of the world, I'm pretty sure they would have noticed a pattern of people growing ill or dying from this by now if it was doing so.
Wait a minute. Are the rest of you shielded from radiation? Because I'm not. Oh, God, I'm melting.
Don't worry, I included my cloaking. I included my cloaking spell on you as well to shield the radiation, same as you, Batman.
Cyborg laughs and walks out. Come on, goofballs.
I was kidding, but
That's
thank
okay,
you,
Chris.
Raven.
Yeah, it's okay. He was just joking around.
Next week we'll work on teaching you humor.
I'm
Good luck with that.
sure you'd be the best. You make me laugh.
All right, let's go check out Lois Lane. Do you remember where she was, Raven?
I believe she was in her office.
Makes sense. To the
She
car.
works for the Daily Planet.
Right, I've seen her on the news. I figured as much.
They get out the museum and cross the road to the Daily Planet. They just happen to be conveniently placed across the road.
Did we really need to take the car?
But
My territory is
double arms.
Gotham. I don't know where stuff is out here. You're the one with all the mechanics. You have a built-in GPS out there to tell us that it's right across the street.
Cyborg
Outside.
turns around and looks at Batman. I'm from Japan.
Outside the Daily Planet, they see Lois about to just leaving the doors.
There she is. Oh, they're right there.
Hello, Lois. Hello again.
Hello, Raven.
Miss Lane, I'm afraid we're going to have to place you under arrest for your involvement with Darkseid and whatever else has been going on around here.
Whoa, can we just ask her
Me?
for help?
I haven't done anything.
Raven told us she ran into you conveniently after she came out of the portal and you conveniently had a way to get rid of Darkseid. I somehow doubt that that's a coincidence.
So you figured it out. Superman! She yells. Suddenly, a loud sonic-like noise can be heard as Superman breaks the sound barrier, appearing in front of him.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh crap. He
Can
turns
I
to
get that
Clayface.
with the laser eyes?
He turns to Clayface. Next time we try to place somebody under arrest, clay their mouth first, please.
Noted.
Superman. Crush. She then runs away. As Superman remains standing looking at him, he flies forward towards the bat-shaped one, his fist flying towards his face, not using his super speed, almost like he's testing him.
Cyborg jumps in the way and stops Superman with his right hand grabbing his fist. I don't think so. Cyborg then attempts to punch Superman in the face as hard as he can.
Superman grabs the fist and crushes the electronic fist with his bare hand.
The hell?
He speaks a weird foreign language.
I know a translation spell that should help us.
Good
That's
idea.
right. Metron Synthos. I put it all in your head so his language won't turn into your native language.
So she can translate. Good. You really think you can punch the Man of Steel? Superman laughs as he punches Cyborg in the stomach.
Cyborg goes flying back, right into Batman. Oh crap!
Ah! Oh, damn it.
If you can punch a man of clay, you should also be able to punch a man of steel, right?
Don't give him any ideas. Clayface then turns to Superman. Hey, buddy. We can now that we can understand each other, we can do this with words, right? You don't have to get punchy with all of us.
Superman uses his heat vision on Clayface, hardening his head so he cannot speak.
Raven tries to cast a barrier around him so he can't hurt us. Azrat Metron Synthos.
Superman keeps punching at the barrier until it shatters, the force knocking Raven back as she rolls along the floor. You get one warning. Leave Lois, he says. He then flies off as the heroes start to regroup.
Let me
Well,
try
that's
to
a good
help your head, Clayface.
Mm-hmm.
Santos puts a cooling agent around his head, slowly putting it back to its original shape.
Ow. Oh, my only weakness. How did he know?
That did not go well.
It could have gotten worse, though. It's the bright side, right? I mean, we only lost a hand and our dignity, but we're alive. You didn't get heat beamed in the chest again.
No, I only got a cyborg thrown at me.
That's okay. Yeah, I mean, the real travesty was I couldn't talk for a couple minutes, but we'll get over it.
Cyborg, is your hand gonna be okay?
Cyborg sits up and looks at his hand. Yeah, I should be able to fix this. But he did that with one hand without thinking that this is going to be bad.
Yeah, we're gonna need to recruit with some kind of a plan to take him down. I've never seen that level of power in anyone before.
And end. Don't worry, guys. The radio play will be back next week with the episode entitled Superman Returns.
Quest for peace. No. JK.
And thank you all for joining. Thank you all for being in it.
You're welcome.
Yay!
If it helps, I deliberately only crushed the cyborg hand because I figured it's really easy to play. It's really easy to fix.
Like
Yeah.
a Lego hand, you just stick it going on.
We already established Jim's got out all the spare parts.
Yeah.
That's the easiest thing to fix.
Yeah, but
Jim has the schematics, so.
Yeah, but did he have to? But did he have to throw him at me? I didn't even get a chance to try to fight the dude.
He punched him. Cyborg chose where to land.
I know. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Cyborg.
You got bored.
I wasn't expecting him to shove me back. I was expecting him to, like, pick me up or something. He's like, he just punches him in the chest. I'm like, well, naturally I'd go flying back.
But our season final is next week. Hopefully you guys listen in then. And then that'll be fun. And then it'll be followed by the wrap-up in the week afterwards. So, yay.
Woo.
That'll all be fun and goodness. So, I was your host, Chriz, a.k.a. The Mole. See ya.